I discovered that the HOA president and her family were covertly building an illegal gas station on my inherited farmland, falsifying documents, and intimidating me until they discovered I was the county inspector with the power to shut them down. But resisting was impossible when their tainted grips extended from the sheriff's office to my own workplace. I never saw trouble brewing when I inherited Grandpa's farm, 15 acres of rolling hills, a family legacy for generations. Weekends, I leave my town apartment to tend the garden and feed the chickens. My day job as the county building inspector kept me busy, but the farm was my heart. That calm Tuesday morning shifted everything. Collecting eggs, I heard engines near the south pasture. Curious, I crested the hill and stopped cold. 3 people in matching polos staked my field as a woman with dark hair and designer sunglasses barked orders. "Excuse me," I called, jogging down. "What's going on my land?" She smiled, turned her. "I see. Oh, you must be the resident. I'm Patricia Langston, president of Pineview Heights Homeowners Association." "Homeowners Association?" I repeated, confused. "This is private farmland. No association here." Patricia's smile hardened. "Our records indicate this land was annexed into our development last month. We're building a gas station next week." My stomach dropped. "That can't be. I never signed off on that." She handed me a folder. It signed, "Speak with our attorneys inside," were official appearing documents, resoning my pasture for commercial purposes. My signature faked at the bottom. "This is not my signature," I said, voice rising. "This is a fraud." Her eyes narrowed. "Be careful with your accusations. Our top-notch legal team," a tall man with a clipboard, advanced, "Ma'am, we've got all approvals. This will be the P-View Convenience Center shortly. I'm calling the police." I said, taking out my phone. Patricia smirked. "Go ahead, Sheriff Grayson's on our board." I hesitated. Connections ran deep here. "You've got 24 hours to clear out your gear." I warned, "Then it's trespassing charges." I didn't reveal. I was the county inspector whose sign-off they'd need. That card could wait. "WEC return tomorrow with our surveyor," she said. "Coolly review those papers before threatening us." As they left, I snapped photos of their unmarked white truck and stakes marked PGC on my farmhouse. I read over the papers. The resoning had county stamps, dated while I was on my mountain hiking vacation last month. No service, no notice, suspicious. I called Louis, my zoning office coworker, Pineview Heights. He said, "Never heard of them applying for anything. A gas station on your property. Check it." I pressed. He typed, "Nothing by that name." "Wait, there's a permit for a convenience center on Route 16 near your pasture." "Who signed off?" "It's signed by Commissioner Holt, but he was ill at the time then." "And yours is secondary inspector." "I never signed." I snapped. "A gas station on a watershed?" "No way. No environmental report or hearing either." Louis said, "This stinks." My doorbell rang. A sheriff's car outside. "Got to go." I said, "Let's copy everything." The deputy, a stranger, handed me a cease and assist order for harassing workyard W's. "Miss Langston filed this." He said, "County granted temporary entry for survey purposes." A text bust, "Back off if you know what's good for you." Gazing at the forged papers and the Depuy's taillights, I knew somebody powerful needed my land, and they weren't playing by the rules. At 5:30 a.m., sharp knock awakened me. 3 bulldozers loomed on the road. Patricia Langston on my porch. I cracked the door in my rope. "You're trespassing again." She pushed out a paper. "Emergency permit approved yesterday by the county executive. We begin today." "Impossible," I said, scanning it. "This requires public notice, special exemption." She cut in, "Block us and Deputy Langston. My brother-in-law will arrest you." I stalling, "Give me 10 minutes to get dressed." "5," she snarled. I call Louis. Whispering, "They have bulldozers and a phony permit." "Stall," he insisted. "Permits phony." I took Grandpa's maps and my inspector badge, then confront Patricia. "Show me worker IDs and equipment certifications." "Not your jurisdiction," she snapped. I flashed my badge. "It is. I'm the senior county inspector. No permits for watershed disruption." A worker hesitated. "Ms. Langston, we need water permits." Her cool, cracked, "Were authorized." My phone bust. "Louis, fake permit. Hall didn't sign, was assisting them. A clerk cautions someone's inquiring about you. An executive office outside Victor Langston, county executive." And Patricia's brother-in-law spoke with her. "PGC's enrolled to Victor Richard Langston, her husband, and Ellen Carver Planning Commission." Chair Louis murmured, We went out the back driving by my farm. I saw employees disobey my instruction, cutting down trees. Victor supersedes inspectors. Louis explained a phone call from Victor. Leighton speak tomorrow, 9 a.m. A solution to everyone. Oh, check your mailbox, your job reviews in advance. A threat at a gas station. Deputy Langston followed us a comment about grievances. He smiled. Following morning bulldozers destroyed my fence. Patricia gloating with sanctioned documents signed by my co-worker Clara, bribed with a job offer for her husband Louis' phone. They're erasing servers, your files are vanishing. She made $200,000 this property, not for sale. I declared, Deputy Langston accused me of threats threatening loss of job. Fired by lunch, I met Edith Harper at Rusty Diner, ex-HOA victim part of a resistance group. James Carter Leland Brooks and former Judge Henry Sullivan. They possess proof of the Langston scams. Louis possesses server copies. Edith stated we'll halt Friday's wrecking. Henry's clerk at federal courthouse. Edith's reporter son and James's EPA connections were our edge. A text wrecking relocated to 6 a.m. Tomorrow our names on a hit list at dawn. The State Tribune published the story. Forgery exposed seniors, stopped bulldozers at my farm. Patricia threatened me, but I quoted the aquifer. The FBI wants to talk to you about wire fraud. I bluffed. She backed down that night. Arson destroyed my home. I saved Grandpa's lockbox with triple-backed evidence in an emergency council meeting. I produced Victor's recorded confession, FBI agent. Dawson arrested the Langston for fraud and arson. 6 months later, they plea bargained, exposing corruption. I rebuilt, established a community garden, and became part of a watchdog group. My farm became a symbol of resistance. Proof ordinary people can overthrow giants. I'm issuing a stop work order. I declared code 35.7 violation. 110,000 daily fines the supervisor. Bode we're pausing, Patricia. I can't risk my license. Her face reened. This isn't over. She hissed, retreating around 1-1. But I prepared for more at the records office. Louis and I dug in. Pineview Heights isn't an actual HOA, he said. But PGC Holdings is purchasing property around yours. For a truck stop, your parcels. The highway connection forged signatures and absentia reports, someone big.